I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
What is it? Changed your mind? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
I'll gather this. It might be of use. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Never thought it'd hurt like this.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
We're setting out. Jump on if you're paid.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first, 'twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, With your majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear? Greetings. Little did I expect to find you here. I cannot afford a moment's caution.
I fain put down my steel for a mug of warm ale.
I do not engage in idle chatter while on duty.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
My legs are stiff as boards.
Good day, sir. Off to market I go. Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Whatever am I to do?
I always draw a short straw.
Oh, wish I could spend all day here. Now, where was I bound again?
Can't expect to fare so well every day.
This town must have needs. 'Tis my
Hail.
duty to find them.
Always a pleasure.
Oh, 'tis you. You're the good sir who aided me in Melve. Thank you again, sir. You don't know how grateful I am to you.
Must remember to dust the shelves.
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
No shame in letting down your hair now and then. I've heard there's a means to tell if someone who claims to be arisen is in fact the real thing. See, there's an oracle up in the palace, whose powers allow her to divine whether the arisen yet lives. There's only one arisen in the world, so no matter how many pretenders come forth, the oracle can see through their lies. Although, come to think of it, is that really proof? Does the oracle know who the arisen is, or only that they exist?
hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Whatever could you want from me?
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? What a delight. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares. Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
Why is everyone Days like Christmas take opportunities as they come, I say.
Fancy a gander?
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the Sovran, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of Saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
'Tis our duty to bring the beasts low. Off we go then. So long as we're on the move, we'll get to the bottom of things sooner or later.
Welcome. Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of Vernworth. Come back anytime. Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back anytime.
Lots to do.
I'm not the only one who's refusing rest.
Got to sweep and dust before I think of supper.
I just about had my fill of this ruckus.
Well met, sir.
They say the Sovran's up in the palace, recovering from his battle wounds. Seems driving away the dragon took quite a toll on our liege. Tell is, the beast's flames burnt him black as tar. 'Tis a right miracle he yet lives, if you ask me.
I know every face here.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Good day to you.
Well met, sir.
There's a woman half my age.
I've been here so
I could
long,
do with
I
a few
almost
more
forgot
hours.
why I came.
Oh, what a pleasant breeze.
Might as well hang about. No rush.
Where to now?
Well met, sir. Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. The solution eludes me, but I'm certain there is one.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
That'll be the day. It's on me to bear what younger shepherds told. I always say. Well met, sir.
Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
Hunting for one day. I'll treat myself to a typical
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Quite the inventive solution. It will make for a riveting tale when I return to my own master.
I can't wait to see what the day holds.
Seems my feet always resist. Back's acting up today. Come on, rest of my equipment.
My pack's grown rather heavy.
Go on, have a look.
Life's best taken at a leisurely pace.
Go on, have a look. The rules.
A treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Head for the road, the horse goes awry.
Well met, sir.
I'm the predicament.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
Let's
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon. Might as well take...
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Where will the wind blow me today, I wonder?
This armor's seen better days.
No shame in letting down your hair now and then.
Life is for the living, friend. Best to enjoy it. I'm tired. I've got nothing for ye.
Now, where was I bound again? Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You have lost sight of your path, but I can point the way. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words guide you true. You've my gratitude. If the way forward is shrouded to you, I can offer guidance. 'Tis lovely to see you.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
I'll gladly stay a while.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Must have taken a wrong
My
turn.
fur stands on end.
Hail!
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those...
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir.
Wish I'd been born a nobleman's son.
Harvest is a plentiful one.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
All is
I don't know what to do.
all this patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
All this patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
There's much needs doing.
Should I get up to today?
Oi there, friend. Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We've a delivery to make, 'twould seem. Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Wonder how long this job's supposed to last. Chance to put my feet up.
Look! Master, a treasure chest! We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk. Welcome, good sir. My services lie in the styling of hair and the painting of faces. Should you so desire, I can help you find your truest self. Much obliged, sir. Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
How can I get more customers to shop near?
Got something for me?
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves. And quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again.
There are few things as exciting as receiving new equipment.
Let us use it well, that it might prove a worthy investment.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
This really is fine craftsmanship. This part's a little different as well. I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be unseemly for an elf to aspire to such a thing. No matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Fancy a look at my wares?
You always seem to fly when I'm here.
I'm not sure what's best. I hope I've not
Fancy a look at my wares?
I can't wait to see what the day holds.
Days like couldn't hurt to put my let's go on, have a look.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control and, in time, will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Can that...
Go on, have a look. I'm just grateful to still be in business. Many thanks. Interested in my wares?
At least here I can let down my hair. Oh, what a pleasant breeze. Mayhap I'll seek out a town I've yet to visit.
It's nice to see everyone out and about.
I sleep on my woes.
This is where I come when life gets overwhelming. Know you of any places for a stolen hour of respite? This is where I come when life gets overwhelming.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, where it
Our
possible.
soldiers need better training.
Hope I didn't leave the pot on to boil.
They wish they were in my boots. If they only knew.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. I would appreciate...
Frey, take yourself elsewhere. Our services are only available to members of this establishment.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
And it now. Always sets eyes I best earn my key this place.
Nice nodded off.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Might have a little kip.
Best make haste, else I'll be at this all night.
Always the same. Day after day. Just how I like it.
Keep my arms strong and my mind sharp.
Always sets me to thinking, this place.
This is where I come when life gets overwhelming.
You have my admiration. I doubt even my own master has obtained an article so rare.
We've naught to discuss.
One last push, and I'll be done for the day.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Let them talk. I'm too old to care.
Now, how best to proceed? Those new recruits can barely lift their swords. Now, how how best to proceed?
Who's here? No one about.
Time to hit the sack. Life without a bit of food. Pick up some kids.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
I'll take the knife on you. That's
Spend the day.
Need anything?
Take pride in my work. That I do.
Living's hard.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you?
This place is lovely. I might stay a while.
Lots to do, and precious little signs are there.
Maps acting up very.
Well met. Our soldiers need better training.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life. Sometimes
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour.
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right. Twas just as daunting to battle Cyclopes there as here, and taking aim at their eyes no less thrilling. I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?